and the Muslim law that we are going to deal today. I'd like to share my screen with the good morning. Yes, yeah, this is my good morning screen. Hope that you could see my screen now.
Good morning,
Yes,
sir.
yes, very morning, very morning. Welcome to the class.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you, sir.
yeah, I could saw that here. BU, the Triple V, Bankasunita, MJB is present over there, and the students are joining one after another. Yes, I saw the chat also. Say good morning. They said the Ravi Pagadapalli to everyone. Yes, this also saw. Yeah, one after another students are joining. Yes. So let me close this one so that I could see what other people are there. Yes, good morning to everybody. Yes, I saw them on the screen. The people are saying hello to me and good morning to me. Yes, participant list, I saw it, it is here. The participant list. Yeah. So, yesterday we dealt about the inheritance, the principles, total 13. Then we have seen that who are not qualified as the successors means they will be disinherited, and we have seen and some of the cases how the it is decided, and who are the Quranic heirs and how much the shares they do get it. That also you have seen in our yesterday class. And today class that I would like to deal. So before the property will be shared among the legal heirs, the first and foremost I told that property should be first, the funeral expenses should be there, the medical bed charges and medical health charges, and if any debts are there, debts, if any other 1 month salary for the artisans and domestic workers are there, that also be deducted over there. Then, if any legacies are there, that legacies also be deducted over there. Then after deducting from section 320 to section 325 of the Indian Evidence Act of 1925, the remaining property is said to be the heritable property. That is the thing that we will see it. And we will see the 12 Quranic shares as per the Hanafi law is concerned. And I have taken the animation from the Professor Wasim I Khan, and he is a assistant professor in Sri Shivaji College, which is Parbhani, because he has nicely made the animation. So I would like to share that animation to you in today so that you could understand the different Quranic shares in this class. So now the time is 9:33, and I would like to see the students. Yes, students are there, and I saw the Bachalakura, Uday Bachalakura, Amreshwar, yes, R. Prasad. Yes, welcome to the class. Yes. Then I saw the participants. Participants are here. Then I will go through the another screen where I can show that what is 320 about to 325 says of the Indian Succession Act. Sir, whether it is applicable to every person? Yes, it is applicable to each and every person would be there, because all religious codes are not religious. Religious concepts or customs are used over there in the Indian Succession Act, and it is made over there. Generally, when the property will be heritable, then these standard deductions are there. After deducting these things, only the property will be devolved among the successors. Yes, let me come to the another screen where I want to show you that another screen. Yes, yes, this. Yes, coming to that another screen, yes, 12 divisions are concerned. Yes, I made it to the another screen. I am sure that you could see this screen, isn't it? And everybody saw this screen and could see this screen, rather it was the right word. So where that I mentioned the section 320 of the Indian Succession Act of 1925, generally the expenses to be paid before all dates. So as per the section 320, funeral expenses, or you say funeral expenses or funeral expenses. The spelling is funeral. Yes, funeral expenses to a reasonable amount according to the degree and quality of the deceased. So that the reasonable amount according to the degree and the quality of the deceased, that amount will be spent over there, and deathbed charges, including fee for the medical attendance and board and lodging for 1 month previous to his death, shall be paid before all dates. So 1 month charges, boarding and lodging charges, and deathbed charges, including the medical attendance and funeral expenses. These are all should be deducted first, as per the 320 is. Then we'll come to the 321, the Indian Succession Act of 1925. What it says. Then 321, expenses to be paid next after such expenses, which is cited in 320. The expenses of obtaining the probate of, or a letter of administration, yes, this will be necessary when the case of dispute comes regarding the will is concerned. Who will be the person who will be an administrator, and this will should be presented over there in the court to say that this will is the authentic will. So these are all comes under the probation of letter of administrance, and whatever the charges would be there, judicial proceedings necessary for administering the estate shall be paid next after the funeral expenses and deathbed charges. So this is also a necessary because if the administrator would be appointed, or the will should be said it is a genuine will. If any dispute would be there, at that time 321 come, and that judicial expenses will also be deducted first later. Then Section 322 of the Indian Succession Act 1925 would say it's wages for certain services to be next paid than the other debts, like the wages for services rendered by the deceased within 3 months next preceding to his death. Any laborers or domestic servants or artisans shall be paid, and then other debts of the deceased according to the respective priorities, if any. So that should be paid over there, the debts also. Then comes the 323, that is save as aforesaid, all debts to be paid equally and ratably. Suppose if there are 10 people are there, debts are there, at that instance, 10 people, equal share, equal amount, proportionate would be paid to them, but not one should be paid, then all amount is over. The second will be kept zero. That will not be there. That is the reason the 323 clearly says over there. All debts to be paid equally and ratably. That is the wording they said. No creditor shall have the right of priority over the another, but the executor or the administrator shall pay all such debts as he knows of, including his own, equally and ratably as far as the assets of the deceased will extend. So that is the section 323 says about it. Then we'll see the what is 324. The Indian Succession Act says, if the deceased domicile of the deceased was in India, not in India, the application of his movable property to the payment of his debts is to be regulated by the law of India. Suppose the deceased not domicile in India, but his movable property is there. That movable property, according to the rule and regulation of the Indian law, would be applicable over there. That it clearly says. Sir, you said about the movable property. What about the immovable property? So immobile property, there is a maxim is there. Lex situs means where the property is situated. Lex lex space situs situs. That is the Latin terminology. You use it. Of course, you don't have the private international law. Otherwise, in the private international law, we use all this terminology. There, yes, lex situs for the immovable property is concerned where the property is situated, that country law would be applicable in case of the immovable property distribution. And the last comes section 325 of the Indian Succession Act, which says debts should be paid before the legacies. Means all the expenses and debts should be paid before the legacies. Means legacies in the sense, here legacy means an amount of money or property left to someone in a will, that called legacy. Then what is legatee? Legatee means a person who receives a legacy is called legatee. So that is the terminology. So even the legacy should be paid, means whatever the wills are written over there, and that should be paid after payment of the 320, 321, 322, 324, then 325, that is legacies. After paying all these to the persons, then whatever the property is left over there, that property is said to be the or called the heritable or inheritable property. Navi Rundeva, yes, I admitted you to the class. You are welcome. Yes, after deducting the 320 to 325 of the Indian Succession Act of 1925, then whatever the property left over of the deceased person, that property is called heritable property. Heritable, Heritable, heritable property. Whether it is a movable property, immovable property, bank balance, any other thing is concerned, doesn't matter. All will come under that property, which is heritable property. So as we discussed in the 13 principles, there is no difference of the movable property, immovable property, or self-equivalent property, or ancestral property. All property belongs to the wife and husband. There is no such a thing that he got it or she got it. So that we see in the Muslim law. So it's the one entity we have seen over there. Yes, then comes to the what are the 12 shares in Hanafi law. So after deduction of this one, sorry, you may ask me, sir, intestate, testate, how it can be divided. The property will be distributed among the Muslims. So testate, in testate means if you are writing a will of the deceased, writing is there, the will is there, he executed a will, then only one third he can give in the form of a will. Only one third. Of course, it is say it can be given to anyone who is a stranger also, a neighbor also, not necessarily a legal heirs. And that would be the will be given over there. But only one third. If it is more than one third would be there, then the consent of the heirs should be needed. Of course, we'll study in detail the will in the separate chapter. We do have it. Suppose if he died without leaving the will, then what will be the consequences? The consequences are we will follow the Muslim personal law and we will follow the Quranic hairs. And as for the Hanafi law is concerned, the Quranic hairs are 12, but as Shafi'i law is concerned, it is only 9. And there is a table also there. And if I show the table, if I give the explanation, so it is very difficult to you to understand because it is an online class. So I used the animation of Professor Dr. Wasim I. Khan, and he is an assistant professor, and he put it in a public domain, and I already shared that YouTube link, and that animation I will show you in this class so that you could understand what exactly the share goes over there. Yes, coming to the point here, yes, relations are there. Then I told you that 12 shares are there. So each share will see it because if you read there is a husband, there is a wife, mother, father, to grandfather, to grandmother, then daughters, daughters of the son, and consanguine daughter, consanguine sister, uterine sister, and all those will come under the 12 Quranic shares. One after another, the Quranic shares we will see in this class. Now let us see first the husband is concerned. As per the husband is concerned, if I show in the here in this way, the husband gets 1 by 2 if there is no child, and be child of son, how low soever here called, then he will get 1 by 2. The husband gets 1 by 4 if there is a child, or a child of sons, how low soever, That is to say, in the absence of children, the husband share is half, whereas in the presence of children, his share is 1 by 4. I don't know how far that you understood this point, and that's the reason that I would like to share the another screen which I want to make it out. Yes, this is the screen which I want to share. I think that everybody could see now. Yes, if you could say yes, then I can proceed. Did you see that screen? Please say yes so that I could proceed. Anyone?
See.
Yes, good, very good. So on the screen I put it there, and it is husband share. So this is I taken from the Professor Dr. Wasim I Khan, and he used this slide. So I am using his slide, and of course it is in a public domain. You can also see in the YouTube, which I already sent the link in yesterday. So here the first and foremost they saying number one, husbands get 1 by 2 if there is no child or child of son, how low soever. So 1 by 2 the husband share would be there. There is a Quranic heirs. If there is no child, here child means either son or daughter. The child is the meaning of child. Or child of a son, either a daughter or son of a sons, how low soever. Means it is a descending order. How low soever it is a descending order. At that instant, the husband will get a half share. Sir, whatever the husband gets half share, who died here, sir? So can anybody will tell me that who died? See, the death will be there. Then only, yes, anybody. Yes,
Wife,
who died?
wife, sir.
Wife died here. When the wife died, only the husband. Then there are no other heirs. See, please presume that there is no other heirs when it is clearly given over there. So if the husband gets only half share, if there is a no child, means child means either a son or a daughter, or child of a son, how low soever, either daughter of a son or a son of a son, how so low ever, at the time the husband share is half. Then the second point shows the husband gets 1/4, that is 1 by 4, if there is a child, either the daughter or the son, doesn't matter, or child of a son, either daughter of a son or son of a son, how low soever. So that is to say, in the absence of a children, the husband's share is 1/2, whereas in the presence of children, his share is 1/4. Now I will show the animation. Yes, now I will explain you how how
Okay.
how it can work. So see, example I put it over there. Suppose if the wife dies here, then husband is there, and husband no children is there. At that instance, how much you will get? I told you already. No child, how much you will get? Share is only half.
50%.
Is it clear? Because I told you theoretically, now practically I'm
Okay, sir.
showing over here. If the wife dies over there and no children are there, then the husband will get half. Of course, the advertisement can, then I will remove this advertisement. Yeah. Yeah, now we will see. So, second example you will see now. Suppose wife dies and husband is present. At that instance, if there are children, daughter or son, because I show child, or child is child also, means son's child or daughter child, doesn't matter. At that instance, you will get 1/4. See, the two children are present here, means either daughter or son, son or daughter, daughter, doesn't matter. Children they are. Wife dies. At that instance, the husband will get only 1/4. Is it? I think it is clear. No children
If children are
and
more than
half.
two, sir, sir,
Yes, yes.
If children are more than two,
Yes, yes, I'm coming. Don't worry. If the children are more than two, at that instance, we'll see the children. If one child is there, daughter is there, and she will get half. If two daughters are more than two daughters are there, they get 2/3 equal share. We'll see it. This is just we started it now. And please don't ask, sir, if the husbands are two. No, sorry, only husband is wife. Wife may be two or three or four. We will see it at the time. They will equally share either 1/4 or 1/8 when comes to the wife turn is concerned. Okay. So shall I proceed? So I will go to the another because this is the generally which I have shown you. This is about the husband share is concerned. So now I will close down. Then I will go to the another. Yes, Venkatreddy, you would like to speak. Yes, anybody would like to speak in this regard. If no one is there, then I go to the another. Shall I go? So is it clear? If the wife dies and no children, husband will get the half. Here, no children means either daughter or son, or daughter's son's daughter or son's also. However, the law so may be that at that instance, if the no children, half. If the children are there, then husband get 1/4. Is it clear? So now I will switch on to the another slide to see that yes, I will close this slide. Yeah, this is regarding the husbandicans. Now I will come to the slide of the wife share now. So now the wife share, I am coming. Yes, regarding the wife share is concerned, the wives get, and who died here? I say wife, who died here?
friend, husband died.
Husband died over here. And the wife gets 1/4 if there is no child. No child means again either son or daughter. Or child of a son, how low soever. Child of a son means either the sons of sons or the daughters of son or son's daughter. In any way, how low soever it would be there. At that instance, no child, then she will get 1/4. And if the wife gets 1/8, if there is a child or the childs of a son, how low soever. If there is a child, 1/8. If there no child, 1/4. That is to say, in the absence of children, the wife's share is 1/4, whereas in the presence of children, her share is 1/8. Now we will see the animation, how the animation will say it. So, yes, now the animation I am showing. See, example it is husband. If the husband dies, then wife is there, and husband here no children, then wife get 1/4. See, no children, and she will get 1/4 wife because husband is on no child means here either son or daughter is concerned. That's my point. So they say children. The children means the children born to them. I did not say stepchildren here. So I said only
ఏం
children.
చేస్తున్నావు?
So let us see the another screen will say where the husband dies and the wife is survived and the husband is having the daughters and son
ఈ
means
భలేగున్నాయా?
of course the daughters and
ఈ
son born to
భలేగున్నాయా?
this husband and wife only. So at that instance wife share is 1/8. Is it clear? When the husband having the daughter or a son, whoever may be, or two daughters or two sons, doesn't matter. At that instance, the share is 1/8. Not only daughters and son, and daughter son or son's son also, if they are having, how low soever may also they are having, at that time, the wife share is 1/8. If the no children are there, the wife share is 1/4. Is it clear? So if you say yes, then I can proceed. Yes.
ఓకే సార్. ఎస్.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Very good, very good. Now, so that husband, no children, 1 by 4th wife. Children, wife is 1 by 8th. So that is the today's screen regarding the, this is there. This is a animation I took from the Professor Dr. Wasim I Khan and his assistant professor, and is a Parbani, Sri Shivaji Parbani, Maharashtra. From there I tapped it for your understanding. So let me stop it this thing. Yeah. So now that is about the second shares. Now I will show you the third shares, that is the inheritance of third shares, that is about the share of Muslim succession inheritance father will get. This is the father share. Father share means who died here? Pardon? Wife died. In another sense, means
Father.
whose wife? The father's wife died. At that instance, we'll say father. Yes, the father shares we will see over here. So the father will get 1 by 6th if there are children. Children means either son or and daughter or both of them to the deceased. So at that instance means mothers having the survived with this sons and daughters. If they have the father is having the children, then 1 by 6. The father share will be 1 by 6 plus residue if there are only a daughter and no son to the deceased. So this is the second point. Please note the point here. If there are children, son and daughter to the deceased, then father Quranic heirs, being a Quranic heir, he will get 1 by 6. Okay. Suppose the second scenario, the father share will be 1 by 6 plus, because definitely will get 1 by 6, no doubt at all. Huh? Plus residue also he will get it if there are only daughters and no son. Suppose the father is having only daughter and no son would be there at to the deceased at that instance, and even he will get residue also when there is no son, if there is daughter. So that we will please observe. And I have told you that first Quranic heirs, sharers, fixed share, next residuaries, next what is the third kind under the Hanafi law? Sunni law. First sharers, second residuaries, third anyone?
Rafi.
No, 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 no. Hanafi law or Sunni law, both are the same. See, three types of the sharers are there. Here, first the Quranic sharers, whose amount is fixed. Next, residuaries. Second category, where they are entitled. Those who are not sharers, they will come under the residuaries. That is secondary generation, that is, in another way. And after the residuaries are over, distant kindred. There are three types of the, what is a, successors are there in the Hanafi law. For number one, Quranic hairs and were 12 and whose shares are very fixed. Next, residuaries. Then next, distant kindred means very far away. Third degree will come. Third relations will come there. At that instance, that you go to the distant kindred would be there. The third three types would be there. Here, as a father, he will definitely get 1 by 6 plus. If there is no son, daughter is there, he will get the residue also. Means whatever the left after giving to the daughter, even any property is left, there are no heirs would be there. Then again he will be share the same plus 1 by 6 plus residue he will share. And we will see in animation. If there is no children or sons and daughter to the deceased, father will be converted into the residuaries and take the entire residue. See the third scenario. If there is no children, if there are children, sons and daughters, then 1 by 6. And the father is having only 1 by 6 plus residue also. If there is no son, only daughter is there. And the third scenario, if there is no children, means no sons, no daughters to the deceased, father will convert it into the residuaries and take the entire property. He, because he almost all he converted into the residuaries, means all the property goes to him. Not only 1 by 6 residue, all the property goes to him. If there is no children to the father and the sons and daughters to the deceased, father will be converted into the residuaries and take the entire residue. Now we will see how it can work in the animation. Yeah, yeah. See, here is the who dies. This is
Mother.
dies. Who is the dies here? He the dies the son, not the mother. So
Son
dies the son, then father would be left over there, and father will get 1/6 when there are children. See, daughter, son, daughter. The son dies over there. At that instance, the sons are having daughters, son and daughters, and children are there. Then the father share is 1/6. If the son dies over there, and yes, next scenario will say, and if he dies,
son died.
then father is there. Then daughter, two daughters are there. There is no son. See, there is
Only
no son. Only two daughters. At that instance, he will get 1/6 plus the residue also because there is no son as per the second. So two daughters are there here. And you may ask, sir, how much the daughter will get? Yes, daughter will get. If one daughter is there, 1/2. The two daughters are 2/3. They will be equally distributed later. So at that instance, then after distribution of the daughters, whatever the residue would be there, 1/6 plus residue goes to the father. After distribution these two daughters, I am speaking. First
yes,
one
sir.
by six definitely goes. Then the daughters also will be entitled 2/3 equal share. Then whatever the property is left over there after it, then the residue goes to the again to the father. Is it clear? Yes. Now we will see that because I told you no. If one daughter is there, 1/2 they will get it. If the two daughters are there, 2/3 equal shares. Equal shares means, and you know now how is it? At the time 2/6, 2/6 means 1/3, 1/3 they will get it. And whatever the amount would be left over there, then again it goes to the father as a residue after deducting 1/6 first. Later on, after deducting 1/3, 1/3 for the two daughters, then whatever the residue would be left over there, then it goes to the father. That is the 1/6 plus 2. Then the third scenario that we will see, and where the person died, no children. This is no, and the residuary he becomes take the entire property. Means not one place, and entire property the father will get it here. When there is no children to the deceased, prepositors here. The father will be, the Quranic heir will be converted into the residuaries. Means everything that he will get it. Not only 1/6 plus residuaries, everything that he will get. Take the entire residue because whatever the left would be there, because already he gets the 1/6. But the question is there is no children would be there, then there is no question of 1/6. The entire property goes to him. So that is the regarding the father share is concerned. So I think that now it is very much clear to you regarding the father is, isn't it? So now I will close down. Yes. So what I want to say is again whatever so it though father the entire property goes over there because when there are no children would be there. Is it clear? Of course, if the deceased having wife, okay, wife will entitle for 1/4, 25%. But later on, the rest of the property will go to the father entirely. Suppose here I did not show the wife. Suppose the wife is left over there, the wife will definitely get 1/4 as we shared, and the rest of the property will go to the father after deduction of the wealth. So that is about the regarding the father shares are concerned. So now we will see the next share that is, yes, this is the share, the true grandfather share we will see now. What is the true grandfather? Sir, you know the grandfather. Why do you say true grandfather, sir? Anybody can give the reply? Why
No,
do you
sir.
say true grandfather here? Yes.
Son, you can
True
have
grandfather
step-grandfather.
means
It is
mother's
father.
father.
Father is a true grandfather, not mother's father. Mother's
Yes,
father
sir.
is a false grandfather. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, good. So true father means father's father here. He's a true grandfather. So the true grandfather will get 1 by 6 if there are children's, means son and daughters to the deceased and no father. So I believe. See, the true grandfather will get 1 by 6 if there are children, the deceased means son or daughter to the deceased and no father means his son also no more over there. That's why when the son also means father is no more, then the true grandfather will come. If the father is alive, then naturally near relative will exclude the far relative. When father is alive, true grandfather will not get anything because father is alive. Father will exclude the grandfather. So that's please note that we are principle. That's why we read the principle in the beginning. So first we read the principles. The near relatives will exclude the far relatives. The near relation exclude the far relations. So the true grandfather will get 1 by 6 if there are children to the deceased, either son or daughter to the deceased, and no father. Means his father is no more. The children's father is no more means son is no more over there. Of course, that is a clear factor here. Then only regarding the son, and son doesn't have the father, only grandfather was present, then his share is 1 by 6. Then the true grandfather share will be 1 by 6 plus residue if there are only daughters and no son. Again, the same thing. In the father, we will say if the two daughters are one daughter is there and no son would be there, definitely he will get by 1 by 6 plus the residue also to the deceased and no father was there present again. If there is no children or sons and daughters to the deceased, true grandfather will be converted into the residuaries and take the entire residue. Suppose there is no father and there is no children, no nothing would be there at that to the deceased. Of course, I did not discuss with the wife. If the wife is there to the deceased, then the wife definitely will get 1 by 4 there. So if the wife also not there for the deceased and only a true grandfather was there at the time, he will take the entire property and he will become a residue over there. So that is the thing which will then we'll see the animation, that we will see the animation now. So if you see the animation, then you will get an idea what exactly it is there. Yes. Now we will see the animation and how it comes. So now we'll see here he dies. Then father is there, his father is there. Means son dies, his father is no more, but grandfather is present. The person who died, father is no more, grandfather is present, and having daughter, son, and daughters. So these are the descendants. So he is having the children, that is a daughter, son, and daughter, but no father would be there. Then grandfather will get 1 by 6. Please note, father is not there of the propositors. That means dead person, father was also not there, only grandfather there. But dead person, daughter, son, daughter is there. Children are there. At that instance, the true grandfather will get 1 by 6. So, of course, I did not discuss about the wife here because when I shown in the picture means wife is not there. That is an idea we have to take in the mind. So that fellow son dies and his father is no more also, and the son having the three children at the time father get grandfather get 1 by 6. Then second scenario we'll see, and the father is no more and the children and two daughters are there. See, there is no son here. See, you have seen here, there is no son here. Only two daughters are there for the descendants. For the descendants, only two daughters, no son. At that instance, according to our principle is concerned, we date it. If the no son is there, after distribution to the two daughters, 2 by 3 equally, at that instance, then the residue will go to the plus to the true grandfather. Means 1 by 6 plus residue, and where the grandfather will get it. Then we will see the third scenario it. So now this scenario is very much clear because I did not mention here wife. I say only two daughters. Yes, two daughters definitely will get it. Of course, there is advertisement. I will skip it. Then we will go to the third scenario. Yes. Yes, in the third scenario, we will now see it because two daughters definitely they will get 1 by 2, 1 by actually there are two, then the 2 by 3. One, they'll get 1 by 2. See, there are two daughters are there. That's like they get 2 by 3 equal share. 2 by 3 equal share means it is nothing but 1 by 3, 1 by 3 they will get. So after deducting that 1 by 3, then whatever the residue would be left over there after distribution, it goes to the father. That is the 1 plus 6, 1 by 6 plus residue. Now again we'll see the last scenario where the father is not there and no children are there. See, father is not there and no children are there for the disease. That is the prepositus. And take the entire residue. Means the all property he will, the true grandfather will take it. So, at that instance, father is not there for the deceased and no children for the deceased. And of course, there is no mention of the wife. Wife also not they were there. At that time, the entire property goes to the uh, true grandfather. Suppose if I say here, the deceased having the wife, then wife will get no children, no, 1 by 4th she will definitely get. After removing the 1 by 4th from the deceased property, then whatever the property left over there, that goes to the grandfather, true grandfather, because he is a hereditary. Because the reason is no children are there, the entire after distribution of the wife, the entire property. If there is no wife here, because in this example, hence the take entire residue by the true grandfather. So that is the whole idea behind this animation is concerned. So I believe that you got it. What the three scenarios which I put it there in the, then all the things will go to the residuaries. So now they will, shall I? Yes. Here the true grandfather definitely will get the entire property when there are no children are there. So now I will close this one. Then we'll move further. Yes. So these are the things which I want to share to you. And then now the time is at 10, 11. Still, we do have 4 minutes in our hand. So in the 4 minutes, we will give this thing for our yes, for our participation or our discussion is concerned. So now you tell me, because if I just show you the only the, so this must share for the so and so, this must share for the so and so, and it is very difficult to you to understand. That's why I have taken the animation from the professor and Dr. Wasim I Khan, and who is an assistant professor in Sri Shivaji Law College, Parbhani, Maharashtra. From there, I tapped it because I am not that much expert in the animation. Graphics are concerned. That's why I took the help of him. That's why I acknowledged him so that it is not amounts to a plagiarism here. Yes, now I will ask the students. Yes, regarding the students. Yes, I will just check it, and I'm sure they are very much present, isn't it? Uh, Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw it. Yes, you can speak now. Did you see my thanks or not? Why they say
See, sir.
return to meeting? Yes, I want to hear the sound from you. Yeah, please speak. You may participate now. How you felt regarding the graphics are concerned? Yes, I could hear you. You can speak and ask the any doubts are clear. If any doubts would be there, please ask me so that I could clear you regarding today's four sharers are concerned. Anyone?
Sir.
Yes, please speak. I could hear you.
No doubt, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. At least I want the response from you. Did you see my thank you slide on the screen which I put it over there?
Sir.
Yes. Now the time is still we do have the 2 minutes in our hand, and then in the tomorrow class again I will go to the other sharers because now time is only 2 minutes are left, so it is not advisable uh, to deal the class. But what I want to say is heritable property means, can anyone reply to my question? What is heritable property? When you get the heritable property? Yes. What property the successor will
Structure,
inherit? First,
movable property, immovable property.
First
Of course.
funeral charges has to be
Yes,
included.
yes. Section 320, 321, 22, 24, 25 of the Indian Succession Act. Either the movable property or immovable property, doesn't matter for that. First, those all deductions, standard deductions. Those are
Sorry.
called, that deduction should be first, they made it over there. Sir, after deducting everything, if minus is there,
That
sir,
will be there.
if minus comes, what would be the fate? Nobody would get anything. Nobody would get anything if minus comes over there after deducting everything. If zero comes over there or minus comes over there, that even Quranic heirs also will not get any property from the deceased because property is not there. Is it clear? Property is exhausted after deductions only, in deductions only. There is no question of probation. There is no question of things. If the property is already deducted or exhausted before the legacies, even it not reached to the legacies also, then nothing can be given to the even legacies also. They will be disinherited automatically. సో ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ కమ్స్, ప్రాపర్టీ ఈజ్ దేర్. అస్సలు వచ్చింది ప్రాపర్టీ ఉంటేనే కష్టం అండి. ఇది ప్రాపర్టీ ఉంటే గొడవలు ఎక్కువ అవుతాయి. ప్రాపర్టీ పెట్టద్దు. పిల్లలకి ఏం చేయాలా? ప్రాపర్టీ పెట్టకుండా వీ విల్ మేక్ దెమ్ టు స్టాండ్ ఆన్ దర్ ఓన్ ఫీట్. అదర్వైజ్ ఆ ఫ్రీగా వచ్చిన ప్రాపర్టీని ఏం చేస్తామంటే దాన్ని 100 రకాలుగా తీవిస్తారు. మా అయ్యది ఇది, మా అమ్మది ఇది, ఇది ఏది రావాలా, అది రావాలా. దెన్ ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ విల్ కమ్. సో ప్రాపర్టీ బెటర్ యూ మేక్ ద చిల్డ్రన్స్ to be on their feet so that they could earn themselves instead of giving the ready-made money to them and ready-made houses to them. So that is my sincere advice. Please don't take it in a different way, but I want to share my views regarding the property. ఉన్నప్పుడే ఇవన్నీ గొడవలు వస్తాయి. ప్రాపర్టీ లేదనుకోండి ఏం గొడవలు రావు, స్మూత్ గా నడుస్తుంది ఎవ్రీథింగ్. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద పాయింట్ విచ్ ఐ వాంట్ టు షేర్ టు యూ. విత్ దిస్ షల్ ఐ టేక్ ద లీవ్? Then tomorrow we will see the other, with the same animation we can see it, and you can see that yesterday I have sent the 3 files to you. The 3 files give the clear cut idea that how many sharers are there, how much the property they will get, what are the principal are involved over there in sharing the property, and I gave the YouTube also. You can also enjoy the YouTube, and if the mobile facility is there, the data is there. So with this, I would like to take the thank you very much. Then I stop sharing and close down my meeting. Then, yes, end of the meeting and goodbye. Have a good day.